In this video, we will discuss about the electric field due to system of charges. Here, we know the electric field due to a point charge is E equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square. Now, if this is for a single charge, now if we have number of point charges, then how to find out the electric field? To do so, I have chosen this reference frame and we have n number of charges, that is q1, q2, so on qn, having position vector r1, r2 and so on rn. Let P be the point having position vector rp, where I want to calculate the electric field because of all charges, n number of charges, that is q1, q2, q3 and so on qn. That electric field at point P, we have to calculate the electric field, individual electric field due to q1, q2, q3 and so on qn. By knowing the direction, we add them and then it gives us the resultant electric field at the point P. So here, first of all, I have to calculate the individual electric field. That is, first we have to calculate the electric field due to first charge, q1 charge at point P. Now, if want to write in the form of vector, let us discuss the previous one and relate with the new one. We know that the force on one due to second particle in position vector form is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q1 q2, and here it is r1 minus r2 vector, mod cube means magnitude cube, and r1 minus r2 vector. So here it is a, if it is one force on one due to second, so here force on one due to second, so here I want P minus r1 vector divided by qp. If we divide this qp, we are left with electric field at point P due to the charge q1 is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. Is here qp get cancelled out, we are left with this much. Electric field at point P due to first charge is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q1 divided by rp minus r1 mod q rp minus r1 vector. So this is your electric field at point P due to, this is your electric field at point P due to this first charge, that is given by this equation. So our electric field at point P due to first one becomes 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. I am write it directly, q1 rp minus r1 mod q rp minus r1 vector. So this is your electric field at point P due to first one. Similarly, for electric field at point P due to, now electric field at point P due to second charge particle. So it is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q2, now charge is q2 divided by, now here you see it is rp minus r2 mod q rp minus r2. Similarly, so on, we get electric field at point P due to nth charge. So it becomes 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught qn rp minus rn mod cube rp minus rn. So this is your individual electric field, and the total electric field is calculated by the vector sum of individual electric fields. So I should add them by considering the direction or in vector sum. So resultant electric field becomes E resultant electric field at point P is equal to EP1 plus P2 and so on electric field at P due to nth charge. So now put the values. So we get and so on. Nth charge, so this is your electric field due to n number of charges. Now let us simplify it. So what we get, electric field at point P is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught is common, and we are left with Q1 Rp minus R1 mod cube Rp minus R1, Q2 Rp minus R2 Rp minus R2 vector, so on Qn Rp minus Rn mod cube and Rp minus Rn vector. So this is your electric field due to n number of charges. So more simplify writing in the summation form. So we get electric field at point P is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught summation of, here you see Q is changing from Q1, Q2, Q3. So I write here Qi, Q is changing from, I is changing from 1 to n, divided by Rp, P is same. So I write here Rp minus here 1, here 2 and 3, so on. So I write here Ri mod cube and Rp minus Ri vector. So this is your electric field due to n number of charges. To understand the principle of solution, let us discuss one simple example. So here, this is my positive charge, this is another one positive charge, where I want to calculate. To study the principle of solution, let us discuss a simple example. Consider two charges having charge 1 microcoulomb and this is 2 microcoulomb, and they are separated by a distance of 20 centimeter, and I want to calculate the electric field at a center of these two charges. So here I can use the vector algebra, or we can calculate the individual electric field. By knowing the direction of individual electric field, we can calculate the resultant. So I will use the second one, where first I will calculate the individual electric field and then find out the direction from the diagram, and then we find out the resultant. So let us first calculate the electric field due to the first one charge. I take this as a first one and this as a second one. So what is it? First we calculate the magnitude. E1 is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. You know the electric field due to point charge is charge Q1 divided by distance square. So here for the first charge, electric field, this factor is 9 into 10 raised to power 9. What is the charge? 1 micro means 10 raised to minus 6 divided by r square. R is the distance of the charge from the point of observation, that is this much. If this distance is 20 and this P is at the midway, then it will be 10 centimeter, and this will also be 10 centimeter. So I write here 10 centimeter, I change it to meter by multiplying 10 raised to minus 2 ka square. So when you solve it, so you will get 9 into 10 raised to power 9 and minus 6. When you square it, it becomes 10 raised to minus 4. So minus 4 will go up, it becomes plus 4. 10 square means 100. 10 square means 100. 100 means 10 raised to 2. When it 2 when it goes up, it becomes minus 2. So when you solve it, so it becomes E1 is equal to 9 into 10 raised to power 6, 9, 4, 13, 13 minus 8, 5 Newton per coulomb. So this is your electric field. Now what is the direction? Along. From here you see here the direction of positive charge is outward, so it will be toward this end. So E1 is along this direction, so it is P. I take it as A, so along PA. Now calculate the electric field due to second charge. Same 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught second charge Q2 divided by distance square. Here distance is same because the P is lying at the middle. 9 into 10 is to the power 9. Charge is 2 microcoulomb. 2 into 10 is to the power minus 6 divided by distance. Distance is again 10. 10 is minus 2 change into meter square. So when you solve it, so 9 here and 2 here. 9 multiplied by 2 and powers. 10 is to the power 9 minus 6. When you square it, it becomes minus 4. When you go up, it becomes plus. Here 10 is 10. You square it, it becomes 100. 100 means 10 is to the power 2. When it goes up 10 is to the power 2, minus 2 will come. So what you get? Electric field due to second one is equal to 18 into 10 is to the power 5 Newton per coulomb. So this is your electric field E1 and E2. And what is the direction? Along. If you see this, for this positive charge, electric field is also outward. From here it is outside. The outside means toward this end. So this is your E2. So if you see the direction of these two electric field, E positive is along this, E1 is this side and E negative, E2 is in this side. So both are in opposite. So the resultant electric field is the difference of their electric field. So from the here, the difference of electric field means from the bigger one to lesser one. The bigger one is 18 and here it is 9. So 18 into 10 raised to the power 5 minus 9 into 10 raised to the power 5. And it comes out to be 9 into 10 raised to the power 5 Newton per coulomb. And along which direction? Along the bigger vector. That is along E2. So this is your how to find out the resultant electric field when the 2 or more charges are given. Similarly, if you have 3 charges are given, so we will calculate the electric field due to 3 charges, individual electric field due to 3 charges, and then we add them by considering the direction. Thanking you.